welcome to Inside of New England's Therapeutic Talk. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Hello, I am Candace, and you are watching Inside of New England's Therapeutic Talk. I am a licensed professional counselor, and I started this channel to talk about current events and therapeutic interventions and community work and things that people are working on in our community. And today I want to share something that I've talked about in a few of my other videos, and it's a huge win, the first community win for the city of New Britain in Connecticut. There are making plans to finally remove the Columbus statue. And this is really exciting, and it's good news. It's a step, it's a progress. It is a illustration of the work that we want to see done here. So I just want to give right now some thanks and a shout out and a huge virtual hug to our New Britain Racial Coalition. You guys are amazing, and the work that you guys do for the community is so important. And to the Black Ministry Alliance and to the NAACP, and us working together as a team, as a group, as a community is so important right now. We are going through really difficult times. Well, we've been going through difficult times all along. Let's not sugarcoat this. But we've been going through difficult times, right? And now with everybody being awake and with us all pulling together as a community, we're really powerful. And we are a team, and now we are starting to see the progress of what that team can do together, and collaborating together, and then letting the rest of the community know and join in to support what we're working on. So I hope that we're going to continue to do this. There's other things that need to be done. This is just a stepping stone, like I've been saying all along, that this is just the first step, a visual step towards showing that we're not going to accept the racism in our community. So it's huge. But it did not come easy, right? It came with the struggle, struggle and hard work and determination to not give up. I want to share a little bit of the story of how we got this done, and encourage everybody to look around your community, because this isn't, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this country, but I feel like with my background is in community psychology. That's what my master's degree is in. So I really look at community work is really important to me, and that's what my studies have been on. So I encourage everybody, look around your communities right now, okay? And what needs to be fixed in your community? Is there a statue that's kind of not so great? Is there a sign? Is there a name of something? Is there are there things that are being done in your school system that might need to be changed? Are there things in your city hall? Are there people who are working in these positions that maybe aren't so kind to people in the community? These are things that I want people to stop and think and look around right where you live, your town, your city, and really focus on that. Because I feel like if everybody did that, if we had groups like we're seem to be forming in New Britain, just looking around and saying, oh, I see, this needs to be fixed, right? And you guys come together and form a group and then reach out to people in other towns as well and say, hey, you know, we need some support here because this has got to stop, you know, and if we don't come together as communities and support each other, we're weak, right? But if we're together and we're a team, we're very powerful. You know, we as a team, we're united. So how do we get this done, right? It was a lot of work. We all had to work together as a team, like I said. So we had petitions put in place. Um, there was a lot of communication. There were meetings between the groups. Um, so good communication, working together as a team, petitioning, making sure that everybody is very vocal during city meetings is very important. It's really sad. This is why I say, like, it's just kind of like this didn't need to go on as long as it did. I mean, I don't even know how many meetings we had to call into, but I think that that was something that was done just to try to discourage us. You know, it's like, well, you're going to have to call in again. You're going to have to call in again. You know, and, you know, just don't give up, right? I mean, these people are going to throw loops, right, to try to make you stop doing what you think is right, you know, and what needs to be done for your community. And you just have to stand strong. You know, that's what Martin Luther King did. That's what Malcolm X did. You know, all of these people who did things for the community, they didn't give up. So we can't give up either. Um, so that's, you know, where I stand with that. The last meeting that we had was almost 3 hours, I believe. It was very long. We had people calling in from all over, and I was really happy to see the support from surrounding towns and states and supporting us, you know, in this cause. And that was really nice to see because we have other issues that I'm not going to discuss right now in this video, but they were supporting those issues as well, and I hope that that will continue to happen because I think it's important for everybody to look around your own town, but also help out and engage with other people when they're needing support. And that, you know, makes us more powerful. I'm going to share like a little bit of what I said during the meeting. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I do have a master's degree in psychology, actually community psychology, and I understand the psychological issues that people who are racist have. And I also understand the psychological, mental, and physical trauma that people of color are faced with racism and the feelings that they have to have when they have to drive past statues such as Columbus. So my petition, I went through it the night before the last call-in just to look at some of the statements that people wrote because I was planning on reading those statements. And it's really crazy. I didn't realize that there were 3 statements from someone on that petition, the same exact statement. And it was a very racist statement.
The Puerto Rican community didn't have an issue with the statue when they came here in the 1960s and 70s. They were happy to get on welfare rolls and food stamps. 50 years later, they have an issue. Please shut the hell up. And I responded to this remark by thanking this individual for making this comment because this is exactly the reason why this statue needs to be down. And I love all human beings.
It's really important because it really shows in black and white, right? What the reason why the statue needs to go. And the racism and the hate towards people of color with some of the people who want this statue to remain are what their argument is. And this goes a lot deeper than cultural pride. This is not about cultural pride. This is about control. I mean, there was a caller that called into that meeting, and it was really great because they mentioned this because some of the argument is that, like, that person who wrote that statement says, like, you didn't say anything about this. I mean, the truth is that a lot of these monuments and statues went up during the Jim Crow era, which is basically still slave time. So of course, people didn't say anything about this. They didn't like it. They may have said something, but they were probably lynched afterwards. So the argument of people not saying anything is completely ridiculous, and it's ridiculous and it's insulting. We're in the year 2020, and I am speaking up, for my ancestors and for myself and for my grandchildren. So I guess people can take that or leave it wherever they want to put it, but I am not going to shut up. And I think that a lot of people who are with this, who believe that things like this need to be happening in our communities, are not going to shut up either. And so I also decided to just kind of say that I think, what needs to happen is, and I'm hoping that, there will be some work around sharing the story of what we went through, the struggle that we went through to even have this decision made. And sharing the reasons why we felt like it was so important to have this removed, and sharing that with our youth, and actually engaging in conversations, and creating like some kinds of peace monuments or peace things around our community. So that's something that I want to start working on moving forward. And maybe sharing with neighboring towns as well, because I think it's really important for, it's not just about removing something, it's about having a conversation, because that's what this is really about. Listen to everything that, that the other side has said about wanting it to remain. And that's why I think that the best decision is to give the statue to the Italian community, the group that really, wants this statue, because it's not about destruction of the statue. It's just that it's offensive to some people. And I think moving it to their property would help to eliminate that offense. It's to me, in my mind, it's very similar to a church. Churches have statues up, and I may not necessarily agree with every single religious belief, that some people have, but, I can drive by it and not be offended, right? So I think this is kind of the same kind of thing, that it doesn't have to be in the center of a town or in the middle of a road somewhere, because that can be found as offensive to some people. So that's just my opinion on that. And as far as hearing what the other side has said, so because my take on this is that I feel like there were a lot of blatant remarks made at the beginning of this process, very racist remarks, such as going back to Africa, you're not working. I mean, I could go on and on and on. George Floyd shouldn't be a hero. Why are they celebrating George Floyd? I mean, these are very offensive things to say. And they were said by the other side. So that's, and I feel like there's a lot of this, like, it needs to stay there. Like, there's a lot of, when I'm listening to the other side during the meetings, there's a lot of history that they're trying to share, like their version of the history. And I think that I'm hearing what they're saying about their version, but I feel like they're not opening their ears and hearing us. And I feel like that's racism right all along, right in its nutshell, right? It's I'm privileged, I'm white, and you listen to me because I'm going to teach you what is right. And if you're not going to agree with me, then I'm going to keep teaching you until you're going to listen. And I don't think that in the year 2020, many of us really want to be treated that way. I don't think we want it to be treated that way, period, but I don't think we're going to stand for it anymore. So that's my take on. So what I'm saying is that in the beginning it was very like it was very in your face racism. Then it turned to a lot of microaggressions. So the last meeting there were a lot of microaggressions, and I heard them. And there was a lot of talk, like someone called in and said something about you know we shouldn't even see race. So this is colorblind, right? So if we should just all be the same, we're not ever all gonna be the same. We have to recognize some of our differences. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, but we have to celebrate everybody's differences. We can't have colorblind because that that's it's a term that it's not a good thing to have a colorblind society. So I just think that there are a lot of uneducated remarks from the other side, a lot of microaggressions. Well, that's why I really feel sorry, and sorry for people who are racist. And I want to really stress this because it's really important to me to stress this, that this is not about the Italian community at all. I don't have anything against Italians or against, I actually really have a lot of respect for Italian people and their community and their culture. I really love their culture, and I think they're beautiful people. So I'm just not really sure. I don't want to put Italian people and racist in the same sense or make it out like I'm saying that, because I don't believe that that's true at all. What I believe is happening here with this situation is that there are some racist people who want this statue to remain, but I don't think that has anything to do with them being Italian. I hope that everybody understands what I'm saying. Like, I don't ever associate a group of people with that belief, because everybody who is Italian doesn't feel this way, and there might be some people who really, truly believe that this is their culture, and I don't know if that's necessarily being racist either. So I don't want to make the assumption or make it out like I'm saying that anybody is racist just because they're Italian or something like that, because that's not what I think or what I believe is true at all. I believe that there were some racist people who definitely were in support of this, and, just from that statement alone on my petition, that shows that. But I don't think that the whole entire Italian community is racist. I don't believe that at all, to be true. We can't judge everybody the same, right? Just like I can't judge all Black people as doing the same thing. Like, we don't all do the same exact thing, We can't just make that assumption and stereotype a group of people, because that would not be fair or correct. So I don't want to do that, and I hope that no one is doing that right now. So, and by me saying that, like, this is where I get it. This is where my whole issue is, though, is that this is why I say that it is very racist, though. Some of the people that are in support of this is that it's just, there's no ability to have any empathy or to listen to what I'm saying. It's like you're only able to hear your side. And that is a deficiency. It's really, it's disheartening and it's sad, and I think that's a huge part of the problem that we have in this world, on this planet, with everyone not being able to get along, is that the inability to hear the other side. Because I hear everything that the other side is saying. I do. And I respect it. And even though I may not agree with everything, I can still find a way to compromise. And that compromise is to give it to the community that loves and respects Columbus, because I don't have a right to take that from you, if that's your choice, and that's what you believe. Talking about respect for the Italian community, I mean, who can not respect Madonna and all of the hard work she's done? She's an icon. She's beautiful. I've loved her my whole entire life. And wouldn't she make a beautiful statue in place of Columbus? And so everybody, look around your communities, see what work needs to be done. Get together with the right people and form groups to get that work done as a team. Teamwork is a dream work, right? So I hope everybody stays safe, stay well, and I hope that peace and love is upon you at all time. And congratulations to everybody in New Britain. This is a big win and a great start to improving our community.
There's so many things to say before I turn and walk away.